Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I went to Trader Joe's today and I thought since I am halfway through Whole30, I would do a video just showing you all some kind of like staples I have found that are Whole30 approved, Whole30 compliant at Trader Joe's. Now, I know not everyone has Trader Joe's in their areas. If you do, it is like a golden mecca for Whole30 stuff. So I got a few things. I have 2 bags, and I will say it's Tuesday right now, and Sunday I went to Earth Fare, which is kind of like a smaller Whole Foods, and I stocked up on chicken, shrimp, turkey, bacon, eggs. If you follow Whole30, you want to get all of those things organic and like high quality, where I find that Trader Joe's meats are not up to par with that, in my opinion. So in case you are new to my channel, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. My main kind of focus is more like weekend vlogging, beauty and fashion hauls, and beauty reviews. I am planning on doing an entire video on my Whole30 experience from beginning to end, like hacks that I've learned, how to get through it, tips and tricks and all of that. So that will hopefully be up in another 15 days when I'm done with Whole30. I've been feeling really good. My cravings are gone. When you have that added sugar in your system, you are going to crave bad things. So you might crave desserts, you might crave cheese, you might crave additional wines. If you have wine, you'll want more wine. I think everyone has their vice, because I've talked to a few people who've done Whole30 and everyone does it for different reasons. For me, I want to kick my wine habit, because I was having wine every night or 5 to 6 times a week. That's a lot. So I haven't had any wine in the 15 days and I feel really, really good. But I definitely feel like I've lost weight. Coworkers have commented, my family has commented. So I would say don't go into Whole30 thinking about it as a diet, but I do feel like it is like a jump start and like a motivation to perhaps lose weight or whatever you might want to do. For me, I have my 30th birthday in July, so I wanted to do something where I knew I was being really, really healthy, but also maybe shed a few pounds at the same time. So I can't recommend it enough. I'll see how I feel in an additional 15 days, but for now, I feel really, really good. I won't talk any more about that. Feel free to leave comments down below. So I'll show you guys my Trader Joe's Whole30 haul. So I guess it makes sense to start off with my favorite Whole30 discovery, and something that has really helped me when it comes to needing a crunch. So if you're not familiar with Whole30 and you're watching this video just to see Trader Joe's things, these are still really good. But on Whole30, you cannot have any grains, any dairy, any soy, any legumes, and any added sugar. So it kind of limits a lot of things. However, Trader Joe's has a lot of stuff that is great. I saw these and I haven't seen these on any list out there, because I do think that they're fairly new to Trader Joe's, as in this year. And they are so good. It's just beets. They are dehydrated beets, I guess, or yeah, dehydrated beets. So that's what they look like. And I know people like to see the ingredients on this haul, in these types of hauls, so there are the ingredients. You can see it's just beets. They will really satisfy your need for a crunch, because I love blue corn chips. I love pita chips. I don't ever really snack on potato chips or anything like that, but I thought that blue corn chips were healthier, or the reduced fat, pita chips from Trader Joe's. I used to buy those all the time, but I think I'm officially converted to these. This is so, so good. I will open one just so I can share with you guys, but I mean, honestly, usually when I come home, I'm ravenous from work and I'm I need a snack. I'll have a string cheese and something else, and I'll want something before I go to work out or whatever I might be doing that afternoon. I will say you have to like beets to like these, but I love beets, so for me it's great. You might think that's crazy, but I don't really live close to a Trader Joe's and not a lot come in these. The entire serving size of this is one bag. So if you have this all in of itself, it's 140 calories. I know calories don't really count on Whole30, but this is something amazing. Like even if you're just looking for a healthy snack, these are so good. I was gonna try to get their crunchy okra, but that is made, or I believe somehow dehydrated with canola oil, so I didn't go for that one. Another kind of like chip hack you can get from Trader Joe's are the plantain chips, but I personally was not a huge fan. I love the beets a lot more. However, I don't know if these are permanent items. If I didn't have those, I would still keep buying the plantain chips. So this is another great hack, especially if you travel. I have already been on one work trip and I have another work trip coming up next week in New York. So that's gonna be really hard, going and not enjoying the food there, not enjoying the wonderful wine in New York. And one thing for me too is I always like kind of drink at the airport or have a glass of wine at the airport, and I was able to be fine and just survived my airport and traveling experience with 0 alcohol last week. I do have a weekend this way at my family's lake house, so you just have to prepare during Whole30. If you're not prepared, you're gonna end up cheating because you're gonna not have anything that you can eat. I take snacks every day in my work bag because I don't know if I'm going to be able to leave for lunch or what might happen that day. For example, today I had a board meeting early in the morning, so I wasn't really in the mood to have eggs. So I threw in an RX bar in my bag. I threw in some grapes, I threw in a peach, I threw in pistachios, and I was, you know, completely happy with that. And it just kind of will get you through the day by having, you know, the Whole30 compliant snacks. These are freaking amazing. They're just a handful of olives. You can have all olives on Whole30. And these are $1 each. So I bought 6 of them because I love them. And I want to take some of these to New York. Just even at the airport, if you get hungry, you want to munch on something that's approved as opposed to getting something that's not. And I find that it's hard to find fruit at the airport that is good. Like they'll have like cantaloupe or like stuff like that. That I'm like, I don't want to eat that. Speaking of the same kind of snack thing, these are RX bars. They're a Whole30 approved bar. This one is the blueberry, and then this one is the chocolate coconut. This one is so good. These are no gluten, no soy, no dairy, no added sugar, so it's fabulous for Whole30. And the ingredients are egg whites, almonds, cashews, dates. And it has 12 grams of protein. Yep, they're all made with that, so super good. I love those. Those again are for my New York trip. That way I'll be prepared. I'm only there for 2 days, so hopefully those, and I have a few more stocked up, so hopefully that will get me through my trip. I do have these Greek Kalamata olives. They are also Whole30 approved. Oh, I haven't been showing you guys the ingredients. So these are manzanilla olives, olive oil, sea salt, and lactic acid. Kalamata olives, water, salt, red wine, vinegar. That's why these are so good, because I love anything vinegary. I love olives. If you don't love olives, sucks for you, because that's one of the things that when I found out I could have them on Whole30, I was like, I can roll with that. I love olives. These are just great for snacking, to throw in some salads. I even just have them like as a side when I'm having like chicken and veggies for dinner or fish and veggies for dinner. I'll throw this in. So freaking delicious. So I did get a clarified butter ghee. I haven't tried this yet, but my best friend Monica actually did Whole30 back in January, and she told me about ghee and cooking your eggs in it. So I'm gonna try that. I haven't tried that yet. It is Whole30 approved. And then this is something that I'm obsessed with that I still have. I didn't run out of it, but I wanted to get it because I am going to our lake house this weekend, and I don't wanna risk forgetting that seasoning there and then me not having it when I come back. I can't live without the seasoning. I've used it almost every day. I use this on top of avocado and eggs, or avocado, eggs, and sweet potato. I use it on top of broccoli, on top of Brussels sprouts, on top of chicken. It sounds good because it's everything but the bagel seasoning, but it's sea salt, garlic, and onion. It's so good. You guys need to pick this up at your Trader Joe's. These are hearts of palm. I love hearts of palm. I have had hearts of palm since I was born. Well, maybe not since I was born, since I was little. These are pretty common in Mexico, and we always put them in our salads. So these are hearts of palm, water, salt, citric acid. It's a acidity regulator. So I love these. I have these in my salads all the time. This is another thing that I've always been like, oh, that's so bad for you. I never eat this, and it is prosciutto. But it's good for you apparently, or it's Whole30 approved. So I have these. This is just pork or ham and salt, both of these. I got two because I want to take one to the lake house again. I'm going to be surrounded by my family who's going to be munching on chips and popcorn and guacamole and all these tasty things. It's my sister's birthday and Father's Day, so everyone's going to be like eating all this amazing food, and I'm going to be like, here's my prosciutto and olives, like let me stick to my Whole30, drinking kombucha out of a wine glass. I wrote this down in like my hacks video, but I was like, think of cucumbers as your chips. Like, learn to love cucumbers if you're gonna do Whole30. I personally love cucumbers. You can have this with a little bit of lime and Tabasco. I know that's kind of weird, but that's a Mexican thing too, to put like hot sauce on your like fruit and veggies. I always do that. But this is just an organic English cucumber. I cut these up and I have it with tahini. I will just munch on them. It's like basically like no calories, and they fill you up because they're filled with water. I love cucumbers. Another tahini sauce, again, to take on my lake weekend, because I'm sure people are gonna have like dips and salsas and chips, and I'm gonna be having cucumbers and tahini. I sound bitter, but I swear I'm not. I actually really like it. I got some shaved Brussels sprouts. These are another great Whole30 staple. They're so easy. I always end up cutting my Brussels sprouts anyways, and I find that they roast really well and crisp up more if you have them in the shaved version. So I use these in a variety of ways. You can throw these raw in your salad if you really want to, but for me, what I like to do is roast them. I'll roast them at 370 degrees for like 35 minutes in olive oil and garlic, and then at the end, I will just drizzle some balsamic vinegar, and it turns out so good. Sometimes I'll just add mushrooms. I don't think I meant to get both of these, but I got an organic riced cauliflower and then another riced cauliflower just in the plain version of it. I might just make this tonight because I don't know why I bought one of these and one of these. I think I meant to put this one away, but it's fine. I like these. These are gonna be a great Whole30 staple. Saves so much time. It's just cauliflower. There's nothing else added in here. So ingredients, cauliflower. This one has sea salt. Organic cauliflower and sea salt. So those are great staples. I personally like to cook them with a lot of garlic and garlic olive oil, and it turns out so good. It like really fills you up, and it's just a great alternative to rice or pasta or anything else that you might feel like you need substance for. I really have always kind of led a more low carb life anyways, but in case you're really used to having a lot of rice or a lot of pastas, that really, really helps. And I'm sorry that there's literally like a monsoon outside. The last thing I got is something that is such an amazing Whole30 hack. These are the Trader Joe's roasted sweet potato wedges. So they are already roasted. Literally the only thing in here is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. So delicious, guys. I find that they're a little not cooked all the way, so I will still roast these. My favorite recipe to make, and I'm happy to show this to you guys in a video if you guys would like, but it's really, really easy. You really don't need a video on it. I just put these in a stovetop, cook a little bit more, cover it so that they just are smushier and like mushier, and then I will make some fried eggs, just like sunny side up, and then I will add avocado, and I make like a sweet potato, egg, avocado bowl, add this on top. So good. Like honestly, it's like my favorite meal like ever. I really don't feel like I'm ever missing out. So that's it, guys. Those are just like kind of like staples that you can really only find at Trader Joe's. Like this is just really easy, and it really makes your life simpler during Whole30. I'm single and I cook for myself, and I don't have anyone here distracting me. However, I know a lot of you guys are probably married, might have children, you have roommates. Power to you for sticking to Whole30, because I know the more distractions you have, the harder it is. For me, I'm like, I literally have no excuse to cheat or to stray away because I'm in control of my own everything. I really want to wish you guys the best of luck if you are on your Whole30 journey. Before I started this, I was like, I'm never gonna be able to give up wine. I went into it with that mentality, like, let's see how long I can last without wine. But you know, it is, when you read the book, it kind of just like gives you a kick in the ass, because it's like, you know, there's stuff out there that's actually hard. People are actually suffering from, you know, horrible diseases and people are living in poverty and don't have food. We are so blessed that we can actually be able to control our food and cook our own food and do this diet for ourselves. So it's something else to keep in mind, that we are so lucky and blessed that we are even able to do this. And you know, it's easy to complain, it's easy to say, oh, I miss wine, or I miss sugar, or I miss, you know, cheese, or whatever it might be. But it really, in the scheme of things, is not that hard. And you are in control over whatever you put in your mouth. So that sounded bad, but you really are, hopefully. So yeah, so this is the Whole30 book. I got it on Amazon, so I will link that down below in case you guys are interested. If you're just here, stumbled upon this, thinking about doing Whole30, do it. There's no harm in trying. And I would say to go in with a mentality that is a little more chill, a little more lax. I said, oh, I'm gonna ease myself into Whole30. I'm gonna do 2 or 3 tryout days. And I started and I was like, you know what? I feel really good. So I'm going to keep doing this. I had almond milk in my coffee like the first 3 days. So I'm like, I don't know if that means that I should like redo 3 more days, but I think that's fine. It's just a very tiny little bit. So please let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section down below, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I will talk to you guys another day. Thank you guys, bye.